Greetings everyone, and welcome to the very last installment of my Green Lantern Corps edition. And today, as you can tell by this picture, I shall be talking about the Guardians of the Universe. Yes, that's right, the creators of the Green Lantern Corps themselves. Now, they've been called the Guardians of the Universe. Other times they've been called the Guardians of the Cosmos. But they are actually called the Owens. And they established, of course, the Green Lantern homeworld of Oa. And what I find very interesting is just their Oompa Loompa-like appearance. They kind of are very reminiscent of the Oompa Loompas from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I like much more the look that they're going to have in the Green Lantern film. This look right here. They're going to look a lot more alien. And I like that because it keeps in a great theme of really making the Guardians stand out. Now, to get into their history, they evolved on the planet Malthus, and they were probably the first intelligent life forms in the entire universe. Like, this is right around the Big Bang Theory. And around this time they were tall, grayish blue humanoids, and they had black hair. Some became scientists and thinkers, and they experimented on the worlds around them. One experimentation led to the creation of the Soans. And in a pivotal moment billions of years ago, one such person named Krona used time-bending technology to observe the beginning of the universe itself. This experiment flooded the beginning of the universe with a utopia that caused it to be born old, quote-unquote. Feeling responsible for this, they located to the planet Oa, which is at the center of the universe. And they became the Guardians. Their goal was simple, and that was to combat evil and create an orderly universe. And to act quickly on that goal, that's when they established the Manhunters. However, when the Manhunters went wrong, they decided to channel the emotional spectrum power and ability of will, and thus they more or less aligned themselves with Ion, who is in a sense the deity of willpower. And one of the great things about the Owens is that the central Green Lantern Corps battery can also function as a very high maintenance powered prison. And it's in this prison that they have stored Superboy Prime, Parallax, and many other dangerous criminals and what have you alike. So the central core battery doesn't just serve to recharge all the Green Lantern's rings, but it also serves as a makeshift prison. So the Guardians were very smart about that. And apparently they also battled the Reach, which was an alien race that turned out to be the source of the Blue Beetle Scarab, which of course is attached to Jaime Reyes currently, and I'm sorry that I'm not holding the camera straight. And wanting to get rid of all magic in the universe, because they believe that magic would eventually corrupt people, they created the Star Heart, which stored all the magical energies of the universe. Sorry. And yes, for those of you that are asking, this is the same Star Heart that is the Green Lantern, that is the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott's ring. So, and also when they were on Mars, the Guardians separated what they called the Burning and split them into the green and white Martians. And the Manhunters basically thought that they were better than the... Sorry about that, I do apologize, but the Manhunters believed themselves to be superior, so the Guardians exiled them. And the Guardians have done just about tons and tons of things. I mean, the list is practically endless. And believe it or not, one interesting fact that I'm looking at here is that apparently the Guardians, after Krypton's destruction, if I'm actually reading this correctly, the Guardians actually helped guide Kal-El, yes, Superman's ship, on his journey to the planet Earth. And that during the Crisis on Infinite Earths, they were divided, a small group desiring to take a more aggressive role in destroying evil, and recruited Guy Garner to act as their Green Lantern. The failure of the Guardians to act decisively in the crisis led to their decision to temporarily withdraw from the universe and regroup. And I mean, there's just... The Guardians have done tons and tons of things, and they've done some very irrational things. And many have left, died, became evil, etc. So the Guardians have a very complex history, one that cannot easily be explained. You know, you kind of have to do the research for yourself, but needless to say, the Guardians are a very, very, shall we say, powerful group in the DC universe. And without the Guardians, many of, dare I say it, the characters in the DC universe would not exist. So in a way, the Guardians, I don't want to say that they're God, but I would say that they definitely kind of fit that whole creator-esque type role. So that's pretty much about it, guys. That is all of the Green Lantern Corps edition. Hope to see you guys, you know, hope to hear your thoughts as well when Green Lantern comes out. And look forward to my very first Supervillains Explored video. I'm looking forward to doing it. I think you guys will like the villain that I choose.